Good morning, folks. It is Saturday the 14th. We're going to do a quick Saturday Power Hour. We'll go for a couple of hours, maybe 4, depending on who shows up today. But we'll definitely have a few folks on here. And we're going to go ahead and just make some calls. I actually just switched my team out from Resimply to Cycle Sales, which is a go high level platform. So we're going to go ahead and just dial in today from there. Cool. Let's make this happen. Someone called me earlier today and left a voicemail, actually. So let's call Claude.
Hello.
Hey, may I speak with Claude?
This is his wife. Can I help you?
Yes. Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Caesar, and I was calling because I texted him earlier, and he called me earlier, actually. You guys are still looking to sell your property out there?
Yes, actually, we just started trying to sell it.
Got it. Wonderful. And ma'am, what was your name?
Brenda.
Nice to meet you, Miss Brenda. So how much are you guys looking to get for this?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Oh, I was just asking how much are you looking to get for this, for your property on Frampton?
Well, so we want to clear $40,000 on the house.
Okay.
We owe $253.4 on it.
Okay, so you owe $253 on it. So
Uh-huh.
you're looking at $293 total. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. No back taxes or any other liens or anything like that at all?
No, nothing. We just had a realtor that came out. He's supposed to be getting back with me next week, but I mean, we're trying to sell it as soon as we can. It needs some work done to it, and that's why that we're only asking for like $40,000 in our pocket.
Got it. Okay.
And I mean, for someone more willing to even leave it in our name and let them, catch it up and pay the payments until they sell it or whatever they want to do with it. We are paid up 2 years on the HOA. We're paid up for 2 more years on the HOA.
Okay.
The taxes and their insurance is escrow in the house payment. I'll just be upfront with you. We're $28,000 behind on it. So to reinstate the loan, we have to pay $28,000. They did set up a modification for us, but we're not going to go through with that modification.
Mm-hmm.
This other realtor that come out, what he wanted to do was give us the $40,000 and leave the house in our name. Let him catch it up, pay the payment. The payment is only $18.83 a month.
$18.83 a month.
Uh-huh.
That's your full PITI. That includes taxes and insurance.
Yes.
Got it. And how much can I rent this place out for?
How much could you rent it out for?
Yeah, if I were to rent this out, how much could I rent it out for?
Probably about $3,000, $3,500.
$3,000 to $3,500
a month. Yes.
Got it. And how much?
After everything's fixed, of course. It's not a whole lot inside. There's not a whole lot outside. The swimming pool is broken at the time. The reason why, when Hurricane Beryl came through, it tore the pump up. So we were going to replumb it and repaint the inside of the pool. The hot tub is painted, and then there's some missing tiles around it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we have a cabana room here next to the pool that we built on. Then we have a tiki bar out at the back that has a full kitchen. And of course, everything needs to be cleaned up, done, but the kitchen's optimal. It works. It just needs cleaned up. It's got a full bathroom, a bathroom that is plumbed for a full bathroom. Has the toilet out there in the sink. It did have a shower. Years ago, we took it out. And then the roof on the tiki bar from the hurricane is collapsed just on one side. It just needs to be lifted up and put back up.
Okay. Got it. So there's some work that needs to be done. If you don't mind me asking, how much do you think it would cost me to fix all that so I can sell this on the market at top dollar?
I'm going to say probably maybe about $75,000.
It needs a lot of work, huh?
Well, not a whole lot. I'm just guessing, but I know the swimming pool ourselves, my husband and my son can replumb it. There's nothing wrong with the gunite. I have pictures a month prior to that hurricane when it was all fixed up and the pool was running and my grandchildren were in there swimming and everything. So I mean, it's not like a major to do on the swimming pool. There's no gunite work that needs to be done at all on the swimming pool.
Got it. And you might have said this earlier, and I apologize because I was looking at some of the comps. How is the roof, foundation, and all of that, like as far as the house goes?
The foundation, as far as I know, is good. The roof is about 9.5 years old. Back from the hurricane, we had a appraiser, everybody out here on it, of course, because of the storm. And they said that the roof was in excellent condition. It just has a few missing shingles just from that storm. So, but other than that, I mean, the roof's in excellent condition. And the insurance company even said they definitely will not pay for a roof because the roof is in great shape.
Got it. Okay. And then the loan that you guys currently have right now, you said you owe 250 or 150?
No, 253.4.
253.4. Okay. And what's
Yeah,
your?
and then that 28,000 would come off of that.
Yes. And then so you guys are behind on payments for 28,000. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So then, what is the interest rate that you guys have on that loan?
4%.
So you're at 4%.
Yes, and that's unheard of anymore.
I know. 4%. So if I were to buy this off of you, you're saying I can buy this at subject to the existing loan. Sounds like you've been talking to a lot of folks if you know this deal.
Yeah. Well, no, a couple of people, and like I said, this guy, I don't think he really has any money or anything. So, but that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah. So I just want to make sure I heard you correctly. So 4%. Your PITI is what did you say? 1883.
1883 a month. Yes, that's it.
And then how much is your HOA?
The HOA is seven something. I'll have to look, 7 something a year. But like I said, it is paid up for 2 more years.
So it's already paid up for 2 years.
Yes.
Paid up for 2 years. And then if I were to buy this off of you, you would need $40,000 in your pocket, right?
Yes.
And I will also have to pay the $28,000 to get it caught up to date.
Yes, and then you could take whatever time you wanted to fix it up.
And then another $75,000 to fix it.
Yes.
Okay. While I'm looking up some of the comps, and I know we kind of just got into the nitty gritty of it, and thank you very much for all that information. What got you guys looking to sell, by the way? I mean, I understand you guys are behind, but what's going on?
Well, one reason we're behind, and another reason it's just me and my husband here. The house is entirely too big for us. My husband's health is not that great. He's a diabetic. He's had amputations on his foot. And he's been sick. He's had COVID several times, so it kind of throws us way off, and that's why we are way behind. And we're older, so we are just not able to keep it up. I mean, it's a beautiful home, and it would be, I mean, it's actually one of the prettiest homes right here on this street and cul-de-sac. Has a big, huge backyard. I mean, like I said, I mean, it is.
Yeah.
It would be a beautiful home, everything fixed. And if everything's fixed on it, it appraises at like $485 to $490.
Is that where I can sell it for $485, $490?
Yes.
How'd you come up with that?
Well, so the appraisal on it, they sent us the appraisal out, and that's what it appraised for. And then on Zillow and stuff and all that, it shows $485. And granted, that's with everything fixed. And this is what my husband and I plan to do. If someone doesn't come through with a deal or do something, we're not going to do the modification, of course, because that changes the interest rate. And it also, they set the notes up higher, and there's only 10 years left on the house.
Yeah. Just curious, would you happen to have any pictures of the property right now?
Well, you can look it up.
What do you mean, on Google Maps? I mean, yeah.
Well,
I'm talking about the inside.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I have been looking it up, but I mean, I want to know the condition of the inside, just so that I can get a better idea. That's what I'm asking.
So I'll have to look and see if I have some pictures. But the dining room, the formal dining room, so back when Hurricane Beryl came, it leaked a little bit up there on the brick, which has been fixed. But water got in the floor, which the floor is tall. I mean, and it's a beautiful floor. It's nothing wrong with it. But we did cut like a foot of sheetrock out from all the way around the bottom of it, just so, to keep from getting any mold or anything, which I don't think we would have, but we was just doing safe,
Yeah.
And then the upstairs needs carpeting, because we took all the carpet up, probably about a year or so ago, because we were going to put wood floors or something up there, but we have not done that.
Got it. And then you said you had a realtor in there. Is the realtor going to put it up on the market, or is the realtor trying to buy it himself?
I honestly don't know what he's doing. I don't know. and I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You just want to get out of there, right?
Yeah, and he wants us to leave it in our name, and we don't have a problem with that. Leave it in our name until you sell it and pick it up or do whatever.
Yeah. So if you don't mind me asking, if knock on wood, and I'm knocking on my noggins here, knock on wood, if it doesn't sell, if no one picks it up, whether it's on the market or investor, like what happens? Are you guys going to move out of it? Like what's the situation?
No,
It sounds like you won't be able to pay the mortgage, right?
no, yeah, no. We're not moving out of it, and we're not going to lose it. Like I said, we're not doing the modification because we definitely don't want to go up to the 6.5% interest. We're at 4%.
Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's not even heard of this day and time.
Yep, 100%.
You cannot get that. So anyway, so our plan is, and I've been talked to an attorney, so we're going to file a Chapter 13, which will give us over 5 years to pay back, that, and then the payment. After we finish with the bankruptcy, then we only have 5 years left on the house. So that's our plan. We will not lose the house. We will not lose it, and no one's going to take it. So that's what we're going to do.
Got it. And if we do end up buying this from you guys, what's your guys' plan? What's your timeline? Where are you guys moving? You guys got all that figured out, or?
Well, so the $40,000 that we're asking for is buying some land out by my side and putting a fifth wheel out there on the land.
Okay.
So that's what our plan is. And if, for example, you come out here and you took the house, we would, 30 days we could be out.
Yeah. So you need 30 days after closing.
Yeah, but I mean, if someone took it or whatever on closing, I mean, they could still start doing work here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure this out. Just bear with me, okay?
Okay. So what are you actually? What are you?
I'm an investor myself. I do fix flip and buy for rentals, and there are times when it might not fit my business model. Like this one, it doesn't sound like I will be your end buyer. Now the good news is I can still be your easy button because I do have a network of investors who might want to take this on like creatively, like the way you're describing it. That's what we call a subject to.
Yes.
So if we get an agreement, I'll simply assign the contract over to that end buyer who will take over the payments, put in the down payment and so forth. The price between you and I doesn't change. The only time it will change is if they do a walkthrough and let's say half the roof is missing. You know what I mean? Then obviously things will change, right? But if everything checks out on what you're saying, if we do agree on it, then we should be good to go. So that's what I do, and I always like to be upfront and honest with the folks. I always say I'm not a baker. I don't like to sugarcoat things, and if I can find a solution for you, great. If not every call's a deal. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I do know for a fact, and we even consider this even after if we have to file a bankruptcy that we're going to fix stuff up. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but fix it up and rent it out because I know for a fact that we can get $3,000 to $3,500 a month.
Oh yeah, you said 3,500, right?
Yes, and you work from $3,000 to $3,500 a month. And like I said, someone coming in and just, fixing little things and putting carpet up there and then, fixing stuff out in the yard and stuff back there. And, it'll run all day long for that. It's got a swimming pool. And like I said, and I've got pictures of the month prior to the hurricane up and running and everything. And if someone took it, I mean, my husband and son actually could get the pool up and going for probably around $3,500, doing everything on it. You know, painting the inside of it, and because, like I said, the granite's in excellent shape. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not busted. It's not cracked. It's not chipped.
Got it. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I will run this. I will have my one of my guys who I always like to deal business with when it comes to subject to deals. His name is Joey. I'll have Joey give you a call. You might see an opportunity here to help you guys out and for him to pick this up for himself. So why don't I just have him give you a call? If it's not him, it's one of his team members. I'll definitely let him know that to mention my name when they call you, Miss Brenda. And then you guys can talk about it and see if it would work, if it would make sense for you guys. Does that sound all right as far as next steps go?
Yes. What is your name?
My name is Caesar.
Caesar,
just
okay.
like the pizza, the salad, or the emperor, whichever one puts a smile on your face.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay, well, have him call me so that, you know, we can do something.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll actually have either him or my other partner. His name is, you're going to laugh at this. His name is Claude as well. So maybe this might be a deal for him as well. So one of those guys will definitely give you a call. If not today, we'll call you on Monday, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Miss Brenda.
Okay.
You have a wonderful day now.
You do the same.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oops. I don't want to call. All right. Dale, are you on here? I don't think Dale's on, so take him off. All right, we got a few folks on here. Victor, good morning, buddy. Haven't talked to you in a while. How's everything going? EWG, good questions. Which questions did you like? Drop them on the chat. Really appreciate it. Randy, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Where are you at nowadays? Are you back home or are you traveling in your converted van? What is it? Let me know. Folks, that one's definitely not going to work as a cash deal because there's no meat on the bone. I do see a property that's sold at $470,000, but that one sold August of last year. The other ones this year had sold like in the high threes, low fours. So I can't really use 470 as the ARV. If anything, I'm putting 450, not 450, like 430, 400 would be my ARV. So as far as cash deal goes, definitely will not work. As far as subject to goes, to be honest with you, I just don't even want my name or my LLC on any subject to deals. And so anytime I come across a subject to deal, I simply send it to the people who can or who would like. And I just ask them for whatever they want to give me, any referral fee. I don't want to be part of the HUD. I don't want to be part of it. So that's where we are on that one. That said, if you guys don't mind, I'm just going to take a few minutes to take notes on here before I forget. All right, potential sub 2, 4%. 1883 PITI. HOA paid up for 2 more years, which is $700 per year. Asking price is $293. Owes $253K. $40K cash to them to move. $28K in back payments. So guys, entry fee here would be what? Would be the 40K plus the 28K plus rehab of 75K. Can rent out anywhere from 35 to 4K. So it can cash flow. Definitely cash flow. Rate is good, but entry fee too high. That's my notes on it. All right, perfect. Do you guys have any questions on that call? How are you guys doing subject to creative deals? Are you guys into it? Let me know. That'd be great. All right, let's talk to. Let's call Robert. Hey Randy, do you hear that ringtone, Randy? Music to my ears. Hey, Miss Big Robert.
Yes.
Hey, Robert. Good morning. Caesar here. You responded to my text message about looking to sell your property on Avenue D out in Longview.
Yeah.
Wonderful. How much are you looking to get for it?
I don't know about the price. Yeah, you got geothermal or artesian water well. And you try how this water's under the water's so cold. You get all the swimming and in the wintertime it warms up.
Robert, I'm so sorry, man. It's hard hearing you.
It's in comparison to the well in Hot Springs, Arkansas. It's sold for $47 million.
Robert, can you hear me?
What part is it for it? Huh?
I'm sorry. It was hard hearing. I was asking how much are you looking to get for it?
I don't know, about maybe $50 million.
$15 million?
Well, if you don't want the geothermal well, I can tell you the house.
Well, I mean,
You say me?
it's just hard understanding. I apologize. So how much are you looking to get for it?
Around $50 million.
All right. So in other words, you're not serious on selling it?
Huh?
$15 million in Longview, Texas. Is that what you just told me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Got it.
Is that geothermal water well? Plenty of water.
I have no idea what you're saying, sir. Is this a vacant land or you have a house in here?
There's a two-story garage apartment and turning into a duplex. 2 apartments.
Got it. All right. Well, once you come back to Earth, we'll be more than happy to talk to you. But right now, there's no way I'm going to pay $15 million for a house where everything else is only selling for.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. Have a good one. Crazy. Long-term follow-up on this. Did I misheard him, guys? That was just so weird. Please let me know if I screwed up on that one. If I didn't hear him correctly. All right, who do we have on here? Dale and Artie, are you guys here? I see you on the backstage, but I don't know if you want to hop on or not. Drop it on the private chat. All right, I'm just gonna keep going. Never been looking to sell, but I'm always open to consider a really great offer. Let's see. In a few months. All right, let's talk to Wayne.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 813390.
Oh wait, I don't want to call. Oh yeah, no, that guy.
And fix them. So it all depends. Now, do you know about 5206?
I am actually just looking it up right now. So it's okay.
So 5206 is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 2-floor unit. It's got an enclosed front entryway, which gives you a nice little, outdoor area. It's not huge like a backyard, but it's a decent area for that. Off the front entryway, there is a laundry room, your private laundry room, and it's a good sized room inside there, so you can hang stuff up to dry in there, no matter what the weather is. So that's pretty good. And that's not counting the regular unit. It's a condo or a townhouse, whatever terminology you want to use. They're built 4 units in one physical structure, and 5206 is one of them.
Okay.
One of the 4.
Okay.
It's in an HOA.
Okay.
Okay. The HOA is responsible for the roof. So people ask me, how old is the roof? I have no idea.
Okay.
Not my job. That's the HOA's job.
How much? Okay. How much are you paying for HOA?
Go ahead. I believe it's $261 right now. I'd have to look that up.
Okay.
I think they just raised that this year, so that'll probably go for another couple of years. Then they'll jack it up again.
Gotcha.
HOAs are like that.
Okay.
There's a pool. Now, 5225, the other unit I told you about, is very close to the pool. You just walk like 2 streets and you're there at the pool. 5206 is 1 street closer, but it's at the other end of the block.
Okay.
So it's a bit more of a walk. But you still have that if you want to schedule a party and go have a pool party, you can.
Okay. Is it vacant right now?
Yes, I asked everybody to move out on the 1st, and 5206 actually moved out on the 1st. I'm sorry. I have 4 properties in Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
I asked them all to vacate on February 1st. 3 of them did. 5206 vacated on March 1st, which worked out to be my benefit because I'm still waiting to flip the damn thing. I bought these units about 2015, so I've had them for 10 years. And basically, I'm just looking to cash out. I've got a huge equity increase. I'm done in Phoenix, so I'm going to bail on that. I'm not in any particular rush. I can wait till September if that's what it takes for Trump to get his tariffs and his big, beautiful bill and whatever else he wants to do and get interest rates back down.
Okay.
So that's principally what I see my obstacle is selling right now is all the shenanigans that the Republicans are playing versus what we were used to with the Democrats. And pretty soon it'll flip, but it goes back and forth. So
Yeah. No, it's good points there. What's the unit number?
5206. It's got its own individual street address.
Gotcha. Okay. What's going on in the property?
As far as I know, nothing. My tenant, I've traded him a month's rent for some of the internal stuff he did. I think he retiled or something like that. I've never seen the inside of the units. I live in Los Angeles.
Got it.
Okay, so I can't give you a first-hand impression there. The tenant was in the trades, and like I said, he wanted to fix up the place and said, I'll do this if you give me a break on a month's rent. I said, no problem. So I suspect just given that attitude, it's probably in pretty good shape. If you'd like to get in there, I have a property manager that'll let you in, or I get the HOA to let you in. Either way.
Okay.
There may be a lockbox on the door. I'm not sure.
Gotcha.
Are you in Phoenix?
No, I have somebody there though.
Okay, so we can, if you want to go in and do an inspection, that's fine.
Gotcha. Perfect.
Now, the thing that's gonna, if I finally get my bid on the unit for repairs and it looks reasonable, I'm gonna start the repairs immediately. I have no bid right now. I've been asking for it and I got it, so I'm a little frustrated with the guy that would do the work. So I'm looking for somebody new, and I'll get that in probably within a week's time to go on that one. But once I start that, the buying as is kind of off the table. Then you get the benefit of the repairs. So there is some time pressure for you if you're looking to get the lowest purchase price.
Got it. What is it that you're looking for from a purchase price? What is your best offer?
I just told you, I'm thinking 185 is market value on these properties is going to be about 210. I have another property that's in escrow right now, and they talked me down to 208. I can handle a $2,000 price drop on a $200,000 property, not a problem.
Okay.
But so I mean, I'm looking for full market value. If you're thinking to come in and offer me 150, and you know, it'll take. I'm expecting to net off these properties in the 180 range, 185, 180. Okay, if you're thinking to come in and offer me 150 because I'm jumping on it to take it this week, no, I'm not that anxious, and I'm not willing to give away $30,000.
Okay. How much
You get the sense I've been down this path once before?
Would you buy
There was
it
a
at
time
this
I was
price though? If you were to make an investment out of this?
It depends on what you're looking to buy it for. If you're looking to flip it, no way. Okay, because as a flipper, I'm a flipper. Okay, or I was a flipper. I'm not doing that anymore. If I've left enough money for you to make money on the property, I haven't done my job. Okay, if you're looking to be a buy and hold or landlord like I've been for the last 10 years, yeah, I have no doubt these properties will go up in value. You know, a lot. I bought these properties at about 50,000. I'm trying to sell them at 200. You know, so that's I'll probably net $180,000, $150,000 on them. You know, so I've got that, but it's a long-term buy and hold. So if you want to be a home landlord, probably 70% of the people in this HOA are landlords.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
30% are owner-occupied.
Got it. How much is the rental going for?
You can get 12 to 1,400. My wife died a couple of years ago, and that's when I picked this up. This was her project, and she didn't raise the rents, so I believe these people were paying 900 thereabouts, so they were way below market. But you can rent these out for 1,200 easy, and you can check all that out on the online sites. I mean, there's no mystery there.
Okay. And this is how's the neighborhood area?
It's an HOA. You're at the edge of the HOA boundaries. If you look at a Google map on this property, you go down the street, you step out the front of your unit and go down to the central street of the HOA, and that's how you get out of the property. So you're in a fenced off, closed off area from the neighborhood. Neighborhood is not wonderful. I mean, I wouldn't live there, but I'm sitting in a 5-bedroom house right now that I'm looking to get rid of as well. So my tastes are a little different. It's predominantly Hispanic, I believe, but I don't know that for sure. I don't know if they're illegal or not. I've never asked, but I suspect a fair number of them are. But once they're in a place, I've had this place rented for continuously for probably the last 10 years. So I've never had a problem with rentals whatsoever. And my wife would have complained verbally, out loud and verbally if she was having problems. So all the tenants have been long-term. The only one I had that was different was the 5225. and that was because the woman that rented from me was there, but she died, and her son was living with her, and so he decided to pick up the property, and so we flipped it at that point to him. So there was a month or two of quote unrented, but it wasn't. It was occupied the whole time.
Got it. How much was the 5225 going for?
I listed it for 210. The realtors talked me down a little bit. I don't know if how much he's decreased. We initially listed it, I think, for 220, and we're getting no bites on it. At 210, we've had a few people come through, but honestly, I've got two other properties over in the Raintree Gardens HOA that are one story. They're also 2-1. They're one story and they have a backyard, so it's a much more attractive place to be.
Okay.
If you're a family, 2-1 might be a little small. So, but you get a backyard, so that's a plus for a family. If you're a single person, a 2-1, single story, the heating and cooling, two-story, the heating and cooling is smaller because you're sharing two walls with your neighbors, and you have reduced floor area. They're all about 900,000 square feet, somewhere in that range. So you get a reduced area. So your heating and cooling is different, is less on two-story versus one story. So if you're just a single person looking to move in there and go to work every day, and you want a place to come home and shower and change your clothes, and then you're going to get out, this is perfect.
Got it. So just from running the numbers on my end, right? So if I were to have like a rent percentage to be around 1.5, 1 to 1.5, it's just this is 185 is something I can't do. So
I kind of figured.
Yeah, that's okay. So it's just out of curiosity, since you're an investor, are you looking to buy any rentals by any chance?
No, I'm moving back to East Coast.
Okay, got it.
Probably West Virginia area.
Okay.
So
How about
I'll be taking.
Yeah?
Go ahead.
How about in that area?
In the West Virginia area?
Yeah.
I may, but I'm looking to relocate. I've got a 5-3 house in California right now. I'm so confident if I move to the East Coast that I'm going to rent this house, and in case I made a horrible mistake and can't come back.
Okay.
We've been in the news lately, so I'm renting, and I can probably rent this house for $5,500 a month. That's what everybody's telling me on this. So once I move out, I'm going to take a road trip to the East Coast, look around, find out where I want to be, and then I will make a decision as to whether I sell or rent this house. Probably I will rent it, and the month that I'm gone, I've got people coming in to paint the house and do all the fix up on this house that's, would make it attractive to either rent or sell.
Got it. The house you're living in currently, is that what you're talking about?
Correct. That's
Okay.
correct.
Got it. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, let us know if you're, interested in selling it, or definitely interested in talking to you about that at that point. But also, if you're looking to rent in West Virginia, that would be and you're interested in getting properties, let us know. Again, we have a bunch of investors obviously have properties in that area. So
yeah. Well, I'm kind of a hard money lender. I was a flipper until about 5-6 years ago, and it just got to be too much work for me. My wife ran the business, half of the things, and I went out and supervised the properties. I finally said, I've had it. And so we started lending to other flippers that we knew.
okay.
And so the money that I put out, I generally put out 10% simple interest rate, no compound. I don't ask for points or anything else going down, but I do ask to be a first trust deed on the property.
Okay.
So, and I can probably do between 200 to 300 on a single property. Beyond that, it just gets too much concentration of money in one building that I get worried about. But that covers a lot of the stuff, even in Southern California.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Awesome. I got your notes. And then also we do have somebody, in the West Virginia area right now for a wholesale opportunity. It's about like 40 to 50K profit if you're interested.
Send me an email.
Okay.
And I will take a look at it. It's not something when I evaluate a property, I can't do that on the phone.
Okay.
I mean, you're very good, but I'm not that good. I'm slow, but I do get there.
No.
So my email address is lclee.
Okay. So LEE2355C. Okay.
LEE. gmail.com, correct.
Perfect. I got it. Okay.
So when I say Lawrence Charles, that's my last name's Lee.
And a woman named Britt will be reaching out to you, just FYI.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fair.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Let's go, Art. By the way, your camera's off. I don't know if that was purpose.
Just on purpose, I was not prepared to go online, but I will.
Got it. Good call, Britt. I mean, not Britt, Artie. How do you feel about that one?
It was good. It was good. It was nice to get a different, I guess, a seasoned guy on the call to like
Wasn't
have.
bad, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Totally cool. I love the hat.
Yes.
No, it was great. I mean, you explained to him. You
Yeah.
explained to him about the 1%. You now know how to explain it.
I know, right? I was like able to answer the questions, but
That's awesome. See how easy it is to talk to investors? Like you ask him, like, would you buy? Like he told you, like, heck no, I wouldn't buy it if I was flipping this.
yes, he did.
Right? He told you his price point is not a good price point for an investor. So right there, it's like, oh, if you're not trying to figure out how you're gonna make into a deal, try to manufacture, the guy already told you it ain't.
Yes.
Right. So always at that point, just convert into a buyer. Now that can be your buyer, but also that can be your hard money lender.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm kind of excited that I was able to have this conversation.
Yeah. So keep them in your CRM as a hard money lender. And if you come across a buyer for one of your properties and that person needs a hard money lender, guess what? You're like, hey, if you really want this property, you're looking for a hard money lender, I have someone I can refer you to.
Yeah.
Oh. And he'll pay you points for it too.
Yes. Awesome. Yeah.
Awesome. Great call.
Thank you.
Yep, exactly, Raphael. That's what I'm saying. From seller to buyer to lender. Let's go. Good call. All right, let me call this guy. What up, Jermaine?
Hello.
Hey, is this Wayne?
Yes.
Wayne, good afternoon. My name is Caesar. You replied to my text message earlier about possibly selling your house. You said probably not in the next few months or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, just want to introduce myself, man. Just have a quick conversation with you if you don't mind. So in that way, when you're ready, at least you know who to call. Does that sound fair with you?
No, you got me at a bad time right now.
Oh, no.
I'm trying to get out of the sun.
Okay, no worries, man. What's a good time for me to give you a call just for a quick 5 to 15 minute chat?
Anytime next week.
Anytime next week, morning or afternoon?
Afternoon.
Afternoon? All right, brother. I'll give you a call.
I'm not ready really to talk about it. I'll talk,
Got it.
to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. If you don't mind me asking, man, like, what's the significance of next few months? Are you like moving out of town or?
I might rent it.
Got it. All right. Well, like I said,
Okay.
just we'll just have a quick
Okay.
chat at some point, and we'll go from there, man.
Check later.
All right, brother.
Check later.
Okay,
Thank
bye.
you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
For a few months. Let's talk to this guy 2 weeks from now. Let's see, today's the 14th. All right, let's give him a call on the 25th. Let's see. Jermaine. You want to hop on here, bro? Let's go. If the price is right. Jermaine, I love it when people reply to my text message like, yeah, I'll sell if the price is right. And I think you've heard me say this multiple times. I just go, well, great, man. Great minds think alike, because I'll buy anything as long as the price is right. All right. Oh, Audi Luck. I haven't seen you in a while, brother. How you doing? Holy moly. It's been a while. Oh, yeah. Let's go, Clay. He wants to talk to me. Let's go. This is the guy that says if the price is right, he'll sell. So let's see what he says. What is... Dude, I haven't called since March. What happened, man?
Yes,
Hello? Is this Clay?
sir.
Clay, good afternoon. It's Caesar. How are you?
I'm great, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Just making some calls before I start my weekend. So I got your property. I just want to make sure I got the address correct because I'm not able to pull it up. Is it 149? Yeah, Atlanta, Texas, right?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So, how much are you looking to get for this one?
At least get 55, close to 55 for it.
55. Is this a vacant land or?
Yeah, I just moved out to another house, so
Oh,
I'm gonna rent it out or I'm gonna sell it.
got it. So do you have a house on here or?
What was that? Yes, it's a house on it.
Is a house on it? Okay, cool. Yeah, because I'm looking
Bedroom,
online.
1 bath. Yeah. I got the appraisal for it. I think it's 77,000 now under for the house and property. It's got a 20 by 20 building on it. Then I got a portable building beside it. Both of them got electricity and everything ran through it.
So you're saying you have a mobile home on that, or when you say building, what do you mean?
I got a 20 by 20 building like a shop.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 20 by 20 shop. Insulating in and everything. Roll-up door.
God, is it livable? Did you say shop? And I'm sorry, Clay. Are you driving, by the way? Because
Yeah.
it's a little hard hearing
Yeah,
you.
I'm
That's
driving.
why.
Yeah, I'm driving.
Got it. Okay. Just trying to find Google Map here. I don't think it's showing up. Let me see. So you have a shop on there? That's what you said?
Yeah.
Got it. And you've been living there? Is that what you said also, or?
Yes, I've been there for the last 2 years. 10, 15 years, maybe. Give or take.
Got it. Okay. So it's not really a house. So on here, it's more selling the land more than anything. Is that right? Or let me know if I'm understanding this correctly.
No, I got a 2-bedroom, 1 bath house on there.
Oh, you do? Okay, so I missed that. Okay, so you have a 2-bed, 1-bath house.
Yeah, I got a separate shop on it. On its own electricity separate.
Okay, now it's all making sense. I apologize, man. That's why I was like, I couldn't hear you earlier.
I remember 18 wheelers, so it might be a little noisy.
Yeah. All right. So if you don't mind, just bear with me. All right. I might be repeating my questions. I just want to let you know I'm doing my best here. So 2-1, and then and you said you already moved out, or you're moving out?
I already moved out.
Got it. So how long has it been vacant for now?
About a month, maybe.
About a month. Okay. What got you looking to sell versus renting it out?
Honestly, just being honest with you, I don't like dealing with people, man. I don't like dealing with, people tear your stuff up. I done seen people renting people things, and you can have it in the clause, don't do this and that. But, man, people don't respect other people's property today, man. So,
yeah.
I'm really leaning on not really want to let somebody rent it and have to deal with them, man, because I done seen so many laws where a person get in your house, and I done been through it. A person, once they move in and get some mail coming to their address, it's hard to get them out if they don't pay that rent. It's very hard.
Amen on that one. Yep.
So my kids, they're kind of, I asked them, do they want it? They was like, nah, we got our own. So I'm like, okay, all right. I asked before I decided to do what I was gonna do with it. So.
Yeah, I gotcha. You just don't want to deal with tenants and toilets, right?
No, I don't. I really don't.
Okay. So let me ask you, I mean, you own this outright? Clay, you there? Oh, we hit a dead spot. Clay, you there? I might have to let this one go because this one's too rural for me. It's way too rural. Clay, you there? Let me give this guy a call back. Yeah. All right, I finally found it. Holy shit balls. It's got an acre in it. What's the tax information on this? Ooh. Total assessed value is 72,000 and we're getting it at 55. Guys, I might just take a shot at this. Let me look at investor base, see how many buyers we have there.
The reach CENJ transfer at the moment. The reach CENJ transfer at the moment. We can't come to the phone right now. We'll leave your name, number, or brief message. We'll give it back to you as soon as we can. Thank you. Have a good day.
At the tone, please record your message.
Just text them. All right. Yeah, he didn't sound a little motivated, but I mean, I'm looking at the tax assessed value right now. For 2024, it's 72,000. I mean, if I can get him lower than 55, I need to figure out what he really wants to do with the money. This might be a deal, man. I need some pictures of that 2-bedroom, 1-bath, though. It is shy of 1 acre, 2-bed, 1-bath, plus a 20 by 20 shop. Tax says at 72 plus 55, been vacant for a month. All right. All right. Howdy. So you haven't called in. What's going on, Audi? You say you have 6 months, 0 deals closed. What's going on, bro? Let's talk. Feel free to give me a call. More than happy to chat with you. And you haven't called since March, so it's quite some time. My year's going okay, man. Not the greatest, not as good as last year. That being said, I'm just still grinding and getting things out there, you know? So let's see here. No one ever gave me the price. Sharon, you are suggesting. Let me give Sharon a call.
Hello, this is Denise, and you've reached Jim's Crane.
What? Why is Denise?
Hello, this is Denise, and you've reached Jim's Crane Service. If you've reached us during our working hours, which are Monday through Friday, 8 to
Good afternoon, Caesar.
Hi, Caesar. Sorry about that, man.
Oh, is this Clay?
Yeah, I was going through a bad area.
That's what I figured, brother. That's what I figured. Hey, Clay, do you mind just holding for one quick sec, man? I'm just sending someone a text. I'll get right to you, all right?
No problem, man. Take your time.
All right, cool. So you mentioned you have 2 bed, 1 bath, and then you have a 20 by 20 shop in there, right? Like a building.
Yeah, and then I got a portable building there too, beside it, like for offers or something like that.
Yeah. Got it. And you're asking 55 for this, right?
Yeah.
Got it. Wonderful. Is there how'd you come up with that number? If you don't mind me asking.
That's what I got in it. I just put brand new. I got well water, so I just put a new well pump, tank, everything in. Put that in. I mean, that's kind of what I got invested in the property.
Got it.
Purchasing and my upgrades and everything.
So you're pretty much just trying to make just to break even here. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
Got it. That sounds pretty fair. How long have you been living there for now again?
About 10 years.
10 years? And when you said you put in a new well, how long ago was that?
About 3 months ago.
Oh, 3 months ago? Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And then how about how's the roof, foundation, and all of that stuff?
Roof foundation is good, metal roof, all that was good.
Got it. Just curious, would you happen to have any pictures of the property by any chance?
I can get some pictures, take some pictures and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if
When I
you
get out there,
can.
get on the road.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, I don't want you to do it now. I want you to be safe, but whenever you can, that would be great. Well, let me ask you this, man. I mean, if I were to, pay all the closing costs, no realtor fees, and I can close on this, let's say in the next 30 days or sooner. I mean, what's the best price that you think you can do on this one?
Might go 50.
50?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I was really hoping you'd say 40.
Nah, I can't do 40. I mean, I'm losing on it.
Yeah. It's just the only thing is I'm looking at the area. Obviously, it's very rural, right?
Yeah.
And then just looking at what's selling out there. I don't know if I can do 50. Is there any way we can do, what do you say we meet in the middle, like peanut butter and jelly, and make it happen at 45?
I got to leave it 50, man. I mean, I got a cousin that wants it. They're a doctor. He got plenty of money. Run his own hospital. They've been buying no property, so I mean, they've been trying to buy it for the longest. So,
oh, your cousin's been trying to buy it?
Yeah, they've been trying to buy it. So I kind of held back, told them I didn't want to sell it at the time. Rent it out, and then I told their dad about 3 weeks ago. I said, listen, tell them, give me a couple weeks. After I get it cleaned out, get everything cleaned up, I give y'all let y'all know the offer on it.
So he is gonna buy it off of you?
Oh, I'm sure he will.
Oh man, how much is he gonna buy it off? You should have led with that, man.
All right, you know what that?
I said you should have led with
Hey,
that.
I can't leave with that. I'm trying to see what I gotta be open for my options. You just don't come into a poker game and say, hey, I'm gonna do this and that.
That's right. I know.
It's business, man. It's business.
No, I know. I'm just messing with you. I mean, I would like. So here's how I can potentially help you out. Let me run it by you, and then let me know if you wanna do it. Great. If not, no problem. No harm, no foul. All right. So no pressure on my end. So right now, just looking at the area, that is really rural for me. So I wouldn't be the right end buyer for this, right? Just because of the situation and where it is. That being said, I am actually part of a pretty large community, and I've got nationwide buyers just like myself who will buy in Texas in rural areas like these. And so let's say you and I agree right now on 50, right? Let's say we get an agreement at 50,000, and I'll just ask for a quick 30-day close. But even in those 30 days, within the first 7 to 10 days, I'll know exactly whether any of my partners would want to pick this up. If they do, then obviously they'll do a walkthrough, just make sure everything checks out, right? Check the condition of the property. And if everything checks out, then we should be good at that 50. If they walk in there and half the roof is missing and it's going to cost them a lot more, then obviously they'll come back to me, letting me know like, hey, I need to be at, let's say, 43 because of XYZ. You know what I mean? And then at that point, you can decide whether you want to move forward or not. Now, the good news is the price between you and I stays the same. The only way it'll change is, like I said, if they walk in there, it's missing a roof. You know what I mean? I don't charge you anything for my service, for my fee. Obviously, the end buyer, they'll pay me as kind of like as a finder's fee. In our language or in our industry, we call it an assignment fee. But it's really just finding him a good deal. It's the same thing when they send me good deals in California. I decide to buy it, then I cut him a little piece on the side just for finding me a good deal.
Oh yeah. You bring this back a little bit. You help each other out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if you're okay with that, I mean, I don't mind going on a deal with you at 50,000 and then get live feedback. So in that way, you know how people are looking at this and how they're valuing it. Best case scenario, you get $50,000 in your pocket 2 to 4 weeks from today. Worst case scenario, you get actual market feedback on how much that property's worth. You know what I mean? So it'll help you.
Oh yeah. All right, I tell you what. Today is Saturday. I'll give you a call Monday. I'll text you Monday and see if we're gonna move forward. I'm getting in out the road and taking my wife and grandbabies on a mini vacation for a couple of days, so I can get back with you. I still need to get it cleaned up around the house before I let anybody look at me anything. So
yeah, and by the way, just to let you know, all my partners, they're all investors, so they don't care about the mess. What they care about is that the roof is still there. You know what I mean? What they care about is there's no foundation cracks. That's what they care about. Like they understand that that you just moved out. So if it's a little bit messy, bro, don't worry. You'll be surprised. I've been in really bad spots where by the time I left, I needed to take a shower.
Oh yeah. No. Ain't nothing like that.
Yeah.
It's livable. It's like that.
Perfect. Well, how's this, Clay? I'll do you better actually. Why don't I do this? Why don't I send over the agreement to you so over the weekend you can at least take a look at it. So while you're thinking about it, you can look at the agreement, see if you have anything that you don't like about it. And by Monday morning, if it's a go with you, just sign it. If it's not, give me a call and we can talk it out. Does that sound cool?
No problem.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
What's your email address? I'll send over that agreement for 50, like I said. We'll get, if you decide to move forward with me, just go ahead and sign that. And then what we'll do is I'll go ahead and market it to my community, let them know the situation. And then we'll get feedback. If we're good to go at 50, we're good. If not, you'll at least get feedback on how much people think it is. And at that point, you either move forward or we rip off the contract. You don't lose time. And then at the end of the day, I'm pretty much working for you for free. You know what I mean?
That sounds good. That sounds good to me. Hey, you have a great weekend. Happy Father's Day to you. You're a father, and I look forward to talking to you.
Absolutely. Thanks, Clay. And Clay, by the way, when you get home over the weekend, if you can send over some pictures, man, I usually ask for 2 angles per room because that will help me market it and get a better idea on its condition. I'll send this over to you so you don't have to remember it. Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right, man. Drive safely, brother. Bye.
All right, thank you, brother.
All right. Let us send this. So in the meantime, when you can, please send over photos of the property. 2 angles per room, zoomed out, plus exterior. plus your other buildings, in and out, plus the roof. Thanks again for your time, and drive safe. Perfect. Let me see. Artie, are you making calls? Dale, do you guys, if you guys are on a call, you can unmute yourself. That would be awesome. If not, no worries. Okay, cool. I'll take you guys off since I'm not hearing anything from you. Drop it on the chat if you guys are on the call so I can put you back on here. Before I call the next one, guys, let me just go ahead and send over this agreement so I don't forget. Heck yeah. For you folks watching, you guys have any questions regarding that call? What are your thoughts? Let's hear it. I mean, this one I wouldn't consider like a home run or something that I'm extremely excited about. That being said, I am locking this up at $22,000 less than the tax assessed value. So there's a little bit of there's some chance there, right? So I'm literally locking this up just to see if we actually hit a good deal here. And I am loving my new approach now, which I got from Kathina, which is one of my team members, which is just letting the person know that, hey, I'm not the end buyer for this, but I've got a few folks that will, what's the word that I'm looking for? That will be the end buyer for this. What are your guys' thoughts on that as far as being fully transparent? I know I had my line before, which was like the closest to the truth, which I absolutely love. But now I'm like, okay, this line actually is the absolute truth. So I'm liking it. I'm going to keep working on having it roll off my tongue. I think I said a few things here and there when I was explaining it instead of just being direct to the point. So I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts? Let me know. What are your thoughts about my approach there, letting them know that I'm not the end buyer? And was that good? Was that not good? Anything you guys can give me would be greatly appreciated. I'll put this on Monday. So we'll do a July 15th close. Put a lockbox on it. Okay. Texas. see. All right, send this over. Agreement sent. Perfect. Contract sent for 50K. So what would be my next steps here? Monday. Get pictures. Sweet. It's a lot of notes on there. Audi, I don't know if you're still here, but you said you're about to ask why are those people there? That was probably from a call, from an earlier call. So let me know. All right, let's create an opportunity for this. Boom. Pipeline. Dispo. Sweet. Jermaine, I'm what leads in my dialing just right now, speed to lead. Randy, do you only do when you think you'll be able to find an end buyer since you passed on it? Well, I looked, there aren't too many buyers. Randy, I took a chance at this because, oh, hold on. Artie's on the call.
Lot in a quarter acre corner lot in downtown Red Level, which is a non-existent little town now. They're trying to bring it back up. The old folks are fighting that because they want it to stay a dead town so they have a quiet little world, but they're not going to be here much longer, most of them, from what I hear.
Okay.
But people are coming in there and buying things up in that area, and they're trying to rebuild that place. This house, from what I have heard over the years, and I keep calling it a house because at this point it could be an apartment building, it could be a store, or it could be a home. It is completely up to whoever buys it from me. I don't care what they do at this point. But this place was supposedly built as a railroad bed and breakfast or boarding house kind of situation. The top floor is 2 rooms. And when I say rooms, I mean they could literally be apartments of their own. They're massive.
Okay.
And it's all ceiling. It's like 12 or 14 foot ceilings or whatever. Solid wood, tongue and groove, floor, ceilings, and walls. The hallway down the center, top and bottom, is like 10 foot or 12 foot wide. So I'm going to have to go back and remeasure to get it straight in my head. But this place is crazy big. The left side, when you're up in the top, in the second floor, the left side is like three good sized rooms plus a bunch of little rooms. And then if you take the closets out, you've got a really good amount of space for anything from, and bigger, better closets. If you take the fireplaces out, you can just adding space to that wall because those fireplaces are huge. I wouldn't do anything with those fireplaces except remove them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fireplace person. The downstairs is pretty much equivalent, except there's a lot more rooms and space down there. So, I mean, you're right at somewhere between 48, almost 4,900 square feet to 5,000, pushing it. So it's big. And if you redo the whole place, you've got 5 apartments, 2 that are 2 bedroom, 3 that are 1 bedroom. And that's definitely a necessity in this area. That area is desperate for housing. Especially that I have already talked to some of the nurses at the hospitals. There are traveling nurses that can't find places that work for them. So they either have to bunch up and rent a house and just bounce through it, or they have to live in motels, which if you've ever done that, it sucks. So they were excited for me to turn that into an apartment building and do like an Airbnb situation for them. So, I mean, as far as an investment goes, it's got potential, mad potential. I mean, if you're going to live in it, okay, have a ball.
Got it.
It would be a really, really, really primary situation as an apartment.
Got it.
What other questions do you have?
I guess why? So you obviously know a lot about the area and everything. Why are you planning on selling it?
Because I don't live there. I don't live in the area. I mean, that was the first question we talked about. And basically, I moved 45 minutes away. So me doing anything to that place is kind of pointless. I'm not there. If I were there, this place wouldn't be for sale. Shit, if I were in that area, I wouldn't give this up for nothing. I got people that are trying to buy it. They're not trying to buy it. They're trying to buy the wood out of that house. They want to come in and gut it. And I have been offered some really stupid money for the tongue and groove walls, and it's like, I really don't want to do that. I really don't.
Okay.
I think the walls are worth keeping in there because they're absolutely beautiful. But again, that's, if I was there, I would do something. I'm not there. I'm busy.
Yeah. What's the condition?
It depends on who you are. I mean, if you grew up in a mansion, you don't want to put your dog in it. If you grew up in a trailer park, that's the biggest, nicest mansion you've ever seen. I mean, honestly, you want my honest opinion, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it needs electrical because most of that was never done. That house was used as a storage. It was used as a store. It was used as a crash pad for rich hunters. Yeah, baby, stop. It was used for all kinds of things over the years, and it was left empty a lot. It has something sort of like 10-year-old, which is basically brand new, metal roof that the lady before me had done. We started having people do stuff. They started putting electrical in there because some of the electric wiring in that house is the original non-existent wiring, because when that was built, it didn't have electric. Yeah, we had it lifted and leveled. That was a fortune, so that everything was up to correct, condition as far as all that goes. And the guy was one of those guys that he has a moving company, so he can move houses. He levels them, and he also checks them for termites. And he does all kinds of stuff. He's certified in every different direction when it comes to the housing. So basically, he did the leveling on it, so it's where it should be. And he checked the bottom, and there's no termite damage. So he would have certified that if I'd asked him to. I didn't care because I didn't need it done. He said that wood is so old, it's basically rock. It's petrified. Because there ain't nothing eating that house. There's nothing going to get in that house. And he was laughing. He's like, if there's a bug that can eat this house, I quit. Yeah, they can eat us. We're done. But basically, we got started, and then we wandered off. So, again, it needs windows. It needs electrical. It needs plumbing. It depends on what you're going to do. If you're going to turn it into a house, you want to do it one particular way. If you want to turn it into an apartment building, that's a whole different aspect. You need plumbing going in all kinds of different directions.
Okay, yeah. And I guess my question is, if I were to buy this, and in that sense, like if I were to fix and flip it, right? It's right now, the houses around the area are selling for around 128, right? So
no, here's your problem with that. Those are little either 2 or 3 bedroom, 1 or 2 bath houses. This is not a house. This is much bigger, much better. And some of those houses you're talking about, I have seen. Again, they're about equal in condition. So if you're going to spend 120 or 130 or whatever the hell you just said to buy one of those, you're buying a standard issue 1,000 to 1,500 square foot little bitty place that needs to be rehabbed. This place is 5 times that in all kinds of ways. There is nothing that compares to this in this situation. This is not a house. This is multiple options. This can go commercial. This can go, apartments. This can go housing. This can go any way you want to do it. So this does not have something to compare to. If you're going to compare to it, collect up the different scenarios. Like if you're looking at 4 houses and each one of them is 1,000 square foot, add that price and then come talk to me, because that's what you're looking at. But go ahead with what you were saying. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. What do you think is going to go for then? What do you suggest would be the after repair value for the house?
Oh, after somewhere between $750,000 and $1 million.
Okay.
Easily. Because if you turn this into an apartment building, you're over $1 million in value. If you turn it into a house, I think the cheapest place that would be equivalent to this is one that still needs work, and they wanted $500,000 or $600,000 for it, and it was small. It was smaller with less land, and it was kind of stuffed into the neighborhood, so there was no you couldn't turn it into a commercial situation. It was a house, strictly a house. And they got stupid money for that, or they didn't sell it. I couldn't tell what happened with that house. I know that it was up for sale 3 or 4 years ago. I'd have to hunt it down again.
Got it.
Is there one of those to my system when I saw it?
Yeah, no, fair. Do you have a lot of houses in the area that's selling for about $750,000 to $1 million?
Do I only have that one. Have I seen them? Absolutely. You have a lot of people coming into this area, buying things and flipping them. And you also have an executive pack of people that are coming in as hunters, and they are buying up and flipping things, or they're buying them up to hold. I mean, this is a 3D bank account over here. I came from Florida. If this house was in Florida, it's probably worth $2.53 million. Especially for that kind of a scenario with a location like that. Even in the small towns, oh my God, they get stupid ass money in Florida for anything. Huh? Sorry, I'm trying to be, sorry, my language goes
no. No, fair point. I guess my question is, this is obviously in the town like Alabama, so I just want to understand if those houses do sell at that price range, right? So like if I were to buy the house and have to put it on the market, would they actually, are they similar houses selling for that price point?
That's the trouble. There's nothing similar. There's nothing like it. I have looked for it. Yeah, my realtor said that would be easy because there's nothing like this anywhere. This is one of those special situations. Even when you find I was trying to remember where the hell that little town was. It was above Montgomery. I feel like it was Prattville or something like that. North of Montgomery, there was an apartment building that was a house originally, like this one. It was the only thing I could find that even came close to comparison to. It was not on a main road. It was not in a downtown situation. It was on the edge of a subdivision, and it wasn't a new or old subdivision. It was kind of like 90s maybe. But this house that I'm talking about that I saw up there that was turned into an apartment, they wanted like $1.2 million or something like that. But that's the only thing I have found in the last 5 years that is even close to what this is. Again, I would have to go hunt that one down because I looked at that and I was like, well, holy shit. Okay. Then that's why it was interesting to me. The idea of turning it into an apartment. And I started asking questions and I started talking to people about what was possible.
Yeah.
So that is why I say what I say about this place. I considered turning it into an apartment myself, and I considered what it would cost. I'm not putting golden doorknobs on there. I am just updating everything, putting in good quality stuff, having some spray foam done into those walls instead of tearing the walls out. I have looked at all kinds of stuff, and it can cost anywhere from $100,000 to $200,000 to do what I would do to that house. But I'm also a gardener. So I would put up the fence, I would redo a septic tank, it's hooked up to city water, so that's not a problem. And I would run all kinds of different electrical with solar systems and, plant all kinds of stuff, fruit trees. I'd go pretty wacky with it. So I'd spend more like $200, $250.
Got it.
I mean, that is also part of my deal is putting back some of the original doors. I wouldn't buy the Lowe's $100, what is that piece of crap cardboard looking thing, closet doors. I would go around and and there's a bunch of stuff in there, by the way. There's still original doors to that house. But again, I would go and finish up by looking for the real solid wood doors that match the time frame.
Okay. This house was in the market last year, was that correct?
I put it on Zillow, and every once in a while I go, oh yeah, and I'll do it again. So yeah, I put it up there a couple of times and I forget because I have a life. I get distracted.
Okay.
I am sadly more than distracted than I should be at this point.
Got it. And and then you just took it off? Like
No, it kind of melts away. I think the Zillow thing is one of those that they let you put it on there for free and there's a timeline, but I never cared. It was just like, put it up there and whatever. But it's a for sale by owner thing.
Okay.
Every time I look for it, it's gone, and I don't give a shit anymore. And basically, that's why I was dealing with the realtor, because when she has time and I have time, we'll get together and she'll post it. And she said she could have that place sold in months. She's got some people lined up for it already, but neither one of us ever have the time to do it. It's terrible. Yeah. I'm farming. I have cows and all. I have everything, so I am busy. And I'm still running back and forth to Florida to move us out of Florida completely. So I stay pretty distracted.
Got it.
Which sounds insane. But that is what it is.
Gotcha. What's your timeline on getting this sold?
I can sell it to you today. What's the question?
How much is the rental going for in that area?
That's on the rental situation. I have seen the rents go as cheap as $500, and I've seen people pay $1,600 to $2,500 for rents. It depends on the situation. Like in that place, that's an easy $3,000 to $5,000 a month on 5 apartments. Again, it depends on what you do with that building. It depends on who you put in there and how you put them in there. The nurses are paying something like anywhere from $100 to $150 a day in motel/room rentals. So again, that depends on which nurse you're talking about, because it's all the traveling nurse situation. Yeah, it also depends on if you're pet friendly, that gets more money. And that also depends on if you're child friendly. Like most of the people looking for that are desperate for housing have kids, but with a 2-bedroom apartment, that's very minimal. Little old ladies are more desperate than the people with the kids. It's mostly women that are desperate for housing. The guys sleep in their car, they could care less because they smell that already, so it's not like they need to shower every 15 seconds. Women are more particular about their lives.
Mhm.
So, and there's a lot of people retiring to Alabama. I am listening and watching and meeting all kinds of people every day. So it's funny because they can live off of their retirement in Alabama, but they can't do that in Florida. They can't do that in Georgia. Hell, they can't do it anywhere else besides Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama. Louisiana and Alabama. So you got 3 states that are cheap to live in.
What's some of the feedback you got when you had people walk into the house when you put it on the market?
I haven't had time to meet. They drive around it and they want it. But I don't want to own or finance, and I don't want to deal with people that can't just throw me the money. And that's mostly what I get for the locals. Can't afford to buy it. They can't afford to borrow money. The banks locally don't know how to loan people money anymore, apparently. But as far as rentals go, if I'd have rented that out even in the condition it's in, I would have done that immediately. I had people who would pack together and live in it just like that. I don't think living in that right now is good. It's got 1 tub, 1 toilet, and 1 kitchen sink.
Yeah.
It was in the process of being put back together, and I would completely redo all of that again if I was going to redo that building.
Yeah. So just to give you some, I'm just like looking at the numbers here quickly, right? So based on like all the information you're just given me actually the, for me to be able to put in enough money to like flip, right? It's going to take some amount. It's going to be like require me to put in $152,000 all in order for me to flip it. Right. So for that, and also if I were to cover all your closing costs, and then also if we had to buy and hold, it would basically require us to be around the 50s or top. Sorry.
So far apart on our money.
What's that?
We are so far apart on our money.
Okay.
You're talking about $50,000? That's not even, you're not even talking to me anymore. No, I got people that want to buy just the wood out of it for anywhere from $80,000 to $100,000. That's if I let them strip the house. Yeah, if I scrap that house out, the wood is anywhere from $80,000 to $100,000. So selling the whole package for $50,000 not even going to happen. I don't want the house destroyed. I don't want that place destroyed. If I did, I wouldn't have it right now.
Okay. Why? So if that was a good deal, like why didn't you take that offer?
I just told you I don't want that house scrapped to pieces. I could sell the wood out of it. I could sell the bricks out of the fireplaces. I could sell literally the entire house and get what I want in pieces, and then sell the land for $20,000 or whatever the hell that guy was talking about. I don't care. Basically, it would be more money, but I don't have the time for that shit. And I really don't want to see it torn apart. I don't want it to be labeled a historic building, but that is one of the first buildings that was ever put in that little town.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's basically what I was trying to say was like, we would like to put in the money to like, obviously develop the property, right? And that's going to take.
That doesn't come off of my money. You don't take from me to install that building like you want it. You pay me what I want, and then you put the money into it, and I don't lose anything, and you don't lose anything.
Right, but like looking at the area around there, it's about like, around $200,000. Like the houses are being sold around that area. I understand that you were saying that it's going to be higher, but like for anybody to invest in that area, it's going to require to be around the 200,000s, right?
Wait till you see what happens in the next 3 to 5 years. I am watching all of those places sell and all those buildings be rehabbed. I'm watching that town turn around. And you come back and talk to me in 5 years, that building will probably be somewhere around $1 million to $1.2 million without even trying. By then, I'll probably, if I still own it, which I can't imagine, but if I still own it, it will be an apartment building because that's the only thing I would do with it.
Yeah, yeah. Only problem is, we can't sit on it for that long, and we would love to like potentially bring it up and then sell it out like in the next 3 to 6 months, right?
Well, that's easy. That's easy.
Right. But yeah, I think in the next 3 to 6 months, I don't think anybody's buying it at like $1 million is what I was trying to say.
No, they're not going to buy it at $1 million.
Right.
But as an apartment building, that changes everything.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about somebody that wants to live in an apartment without the rest of them that has the money. They're coming out of New York with their $2 billion apartment deals that they sold out, and they're coming to, which is happening every day. I talk to these people every day. It's mind-boggling who's moving to Alabama. Mind-boggling. But anyway, the possibility is endless, and I understand y'all can't afford it. I totally understand that. It's not a big deal. I'm just not going to come off of my money.
Okay. How much do you think you can sell it after you fix it?
After I fix it? That depends. I wouldn't sell it after I fix it. Me? I would sit there and collect the income.
Is there a hospital close by? Like, I know you mentioned the nurses quite by.
Like 15 minutes. That's the point. 15, Andalusia Hospital. 15 to 20 minutes tops and you're in the hospital. Which is why I focused on the nurses. Because I met one of my cousins, and they went berserk on me when they found out I had the place. I didn't know about traveling nurses before that. I had no idea what the hell was going on in the world when it comes to hospitals. I don't play with hospitals. Which, I'm glad they said something. I learned a lot.
Got it. Well, okay, so I think it's not in my range. So I apologize. I think it's not like something we can afford because I'm part of an investor group as well, and we're not, so just wanted to.
No problem.
All right. It was fun talking to you. Thank you.
I'm talking to you. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, disaster.
Artie, dude, look what Randy's saying. Are you looking at the chat? If you click on comments on the top right, you can see what everyone's saying. Dude, Randy's absolutely right. You're a natural on the phone.
Oh my God.
Natural. That lady is just out of her mind. Okay. So, actually, I think this would be a good time for us to, do you want like some feedback on this or?
Yeah, just give it to me straight. It's fine.
Perfect. First and foremost, you're very strong on the phone. So, dude, you're going to be a killer, right? And I'm not just trying to stroke up your ego or trying to be optimistic here. I'm just telling you the absolute honest truth. And Jermaine and Randy believe so as well. So a couple of things. One, whenever someone starts talking about their house being the biggest house and so forth,
oh,
you just let them.
She's calling me back. Oh no,
Oh.
there's somebody else calling me. Sorry. Another seller. Sorry.
No, you want to pick that up? Go pick that up.
Okay. Oh my God.
Forget my training. Let's go make some money.
All right. Hello. Hi.
Oh, sorry about that. I dropped the phone and called you, and when I picked it back up, I was trying to turn it off. Apparently, called you again. My daughter is laughing at me about the phone thing.
No. Yes.
Are you flippers?
Yes.
You're not developers.
No.
Okay, then that won't work for you. But anyway, all right. Sorry about that.
No problem. Thanks.
Have a good one.
All right, Artie, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, cool. So just FYI, when people are saying like, oh, I got the biggest house, blah, 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 you can easily just bring them back to earth by saying, hey, that's great. And usually if you're selling that to someone that's going to live there, that's probably a good selling point. But from an investor's point of view, that's probably negative on your side. And you're like, what do you mean? because the biggest house on the block, right? So you're putting a lot of value on there. So let's just throw numbers. Let's say you want 500,000 for it, but if you're sitting in a $300,000 block, what family is going to pay me $500,000 for it if the value in that block is only 300,000?
Right. But
And then, I'm
but
sorry,
if
go
you
ahead.
had split, right? Like that's what she was talking about the whole time.
Yeah, so then tell her. So then you go pad split it. I'm not going to pad split it.
Yeah.
I mean, she has such a great idea on pad splitting, and then why don't she just do it?
Right.
That's what I would have just said. Hey, it sounds like a great idea. Why don't you just do it?
Right.
You know? I mean, she also made a comment like, well, you're not going to take my money. Well, I understand, but I'm also not going to do all the work just so that I can be negative.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you want your equity, then fix your house and you get your equity. But if you're not fixing your house, what equity do you have?
Yeah, exactly.
So I would have slammed her on her butt right there too.
Yeah.
Right. But I don't expect you to do that, right? Because you're new and everything else. But I'm just kind of like giving you the thing here. The one thing that I do want to point out to you is this. Why is it? And any answer to your question, to this question, is totally fine. But how do you usually explain this? This to me, I'm the seller right now.
Okay.
And let's say this is your number. I'm just gonna make it easy for you. All right, that's where you need to be. Explain it to me. I'm the seller.
Okay. Hey seller, so if I want to if I need to purchase this house, and if the houses around the area are selling for around $200,000, and I had to put in, I guess all the upgrades that as you mentioned on the call, I would have to be all in at 142,000, and basically that would mean that, that includes like the closing costs, the holding costs, repairs, everything in there. And basically, and with a little bit of a profit for, buying the house, it would be around 40,000.
Got it. Okay. So this is obviously this is live on YouTube, so you can listen to it later on. But I want you to listen to it and listen to it from a seller's point of view. And I think you'll clearly hear yourself. You're a little bit all over the place on it.
Okay.
Okay. So, which is fine. Like when I first started, I was all over the place too. And that's why I like doing this, because you get immediate feedback and then you can just improve on the next call. Right.
Yeah.
So what I like to do, I just like to go from top to bottom. Right. Now, depending on who I'm talking to, if I'm talking to an investor or someone that's numbers oriented, then I will go into details. If it's someone who just wants to sell, who's emotional, I'm not going to go into great details. Okay. That being said, I would still go from top to bottom. All right.
Yeah.
Here's how I would go. Hey, Artie, both you and I agree that after I fix all of this place up I can probably sell it at like 200. Is that right?
Yeah.
I'm role playing with you, so role play with me. So
yes.
Yeah. Okay, great. So earlier we also discussed that it's probably gonna take me about $60,000, anywhere from 60 to 78. Why am I saying 78? Because that's my wholesale fee, right? So earlier we mentioned that it's probably gonna cost me about 60 to 78,000 to get it caught up to date, so that I can sell it for 200. Is that right as well?
Yes.
Great. So the way I'm looking at this, Artie, is I got that 200,000. I got to subtract the 78 from there. Then I have my closing costs and my holding costs, right, as an investor. And between those two numbers is about 12%. So that's another 24,000. So I go 200 minus 78 minus 24. Okay. And for me, I'm not trying to hit a home run here, but I do got to keep the lights on and put some food on the table. In order for me to do that, I'm going to be in the 40s.
Okay. Okay. That's good.
Right. I'm going from top to bottom. I don't need to be talking about my all-in number until she asks. Right. She's like, well, why? Well, here's the why 40? Well, already right now, if you and I agree on 40, if I buy this property off you at 40,000, my all-in number is actually about 142, right? And so if I'm putting in $60,000 of repairs, I would at least like to do a dollar in, dollar out. So if I put in 60,000, I'd like to see a $60,000 profit on there. So on this, I'm going all in at 142 just to win, to sell it for 200. That's if I sell it at 200. So really, it's just a dollar in, dollar out at this point, Hardy.
Got it.
Right now, let's say she wants it at 80,000, right? Then I just go, well, Artie, if I buy this property off you at 80,000, my all-in number is 182 just to sell for 200. So Artie, let me ask you, would you invest $182,000 of your own money just to win 18?
No.
See, that's what you're asking me to do, and that's why I can't do that.
Yeah.
That's the only time when I use the all-in number. If they want a certain number, right? If this lady goes, hey, I want this at 120. Well, Artie, you agreed with me that I can sell it for 200. You also agree with me that it's going to cost me 60 to 78 to fix this, right? Right, Artie?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So if I buy this off of you at 120, my all-in number is 222 just so that I can sell it for 200. Will you invest $250,000 just to lose 22,000?
No, it's not really.
Well, that's what you're asking me to do.
Yeah.
That's why I can't buy it at that price point.
Got it.
Right? From top to bottom. That's the beauty of this calculator. From top to bottom.
Got it.
Right? Now, if I'm talking to an investor, hey, 200,000, I got to subtract that 78. Hey, brother, you know you're an investor too. I've got closing costs, holding costs. That's about 12% of 200. That's another 24. You know what I mean? Like I'll get into greater details depending on who I'm talking to. If I'm talking to a lady that just wants to sell emotional, ma'am, at the end of the day, I've got my closing costs, I've got my closing holding costs and the repairs. And just for me to keep my lights on, I need this to be at 40.
Yeah.
And then if she starts asking why, then you can pick this apart depending on her question.
Got it.
Oh, 40, you can sell this for 200, but you're buying it from, so you mean you want $160,000 profit? Well, ma'am, actually, it's the other way around. If I buy this at 40, after I put in $78,000 of repairs, so now my all-in now is 118, right? 78 plus 40. Now I still have my closing costs and holding costs. So actually, ma'am, if I buy this from you at 40, my all-in number is 142. So it's the other way around.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Direct to the point, top to bottom, not all over the place.
Yeah. Sounds good. Appreciate it. Thanks, Caesar.
Yeah, you're welcome. But dude, you are a natural, Hardy.
Thank you.
You really are, dude. All right, we've got some comments here. Guys, you guys are watching. If you're seasoned, let me know if what I just did was too much or if that was just right. If you're brand new, did that add value to you? Did you pick something up? I'd love to hear. I'd love to see that chat go. Randy, next. Not realistic right now. Yep, put on a follow-up. Exactly. That's exactly what I would do, Artie. Put that lady on a follow-up and just reach out to her once every month or once every other month.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yep, Randy. So Randy says he's been doing this for 22 years. You're doing great. And once you're absolutely right, Randy. He just says that once your confidence level matches your phone presence, you will crush it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Dude, good call. Great conversation. Let's see. Dale. All right. So you got a verbal and sending a contract behind the scenes. Heck yeah. Let's go, baby. Let's make it happen. All right, guys. One of my team members asked me to do a quick comp while she's on the phone. So I'm going to have to do this one, guys. Oh. Let's see. All right, guys. Actually, all right, guys. It looks like my team needs my help. They're on my other StreamYard. I need to go in there and make some calls with them, help them with some comping. Before I get off here, I just want to see if you guys have any key takeaways you want to drop on the chat. For the new folks, if you're new, if you got value out of this, smash that like button, subscribe. That always helps. Other than that, if you have any questions, concerns, key takeaway, drop it on the chat here before I hop off. So that way, see what you want. Jermaine, always good to hear, man. I want to hear you bang the phones from time to time, bro. You and I haven't hopped on in a long time. Let's make things happen. Cool. Well, guys, have a great weekend. This was a good 2-hour session. I was able to send out a contract. And I am back with Cycle Sales, baby. Jermaine, I don't know if you heard. Did you hear that ringtone when I was calling? Do, 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 do. Oh, man, it made me feel so good. Absolutely love it. All right, guys, have a good one. Dale, feel free to give me a call, man.